Whatever happened to the Spelunkers Cave ride at Six Flags Over Texas? Tune in on JB Archives to find out. The Spelunker Cave was created in 1964 by American manufacturers, dark attractions, and funhouse enthusiasts, or DAFE for short. This was before Six Flags met Sally Corporations, and the ride was located in the Confederacy area of the park. Yes, there was a Confederacy area, but because of controversy, it got taken out later. Something fascinating about the ride, though, was that the ride itself was created by, DAFE, but the cars and track was created by Aero Development, RIP Aero. So before Six Flags had copyright with Warner Brothers, they had to be original because they didn't have money to have copyright. So they came up with an idea of these little aliens that live in a cave called the Spelunkers. And supposedly they were supposed to be adorable little aliens that kids would like. But to me, I don't particularly agree with this because they look really, really, really ugly. Just look at them, how hideous they look to me. Like all those big ears and big nose, but whatever. And apparently these aliens are also political because in the end it comes up with American flags and some are Hispanic, some are American Indians. Yeah, that's how Six Flags thought back then. So here's the ride frame by frame. First, you go in this cave and it's dark and you have this catchy tune in the background. And then you see a spelunker carving on a rock because he can. And 3 spelunkers riding on the back of 3 turtles because that makes sense. Next, you see a treasure chest and it's full of different things because this ride has changed over time. It's not the same experience. They added stuff and took out scenes because some were controversial and times has changed. So in the beginning there was gasoline in there, and then now there's money and jewels. Next, you see 2 spelunkers playing ball with a rock. So hopefully none of them got hurt. Next, you see a spelunker in a bathtub sinking in water, fighting off a shark in a cave. Cause yeah, that makes sense. Then you come across the mad organist player. He's apparently mad when he's playing the organ, and his friend's helping him play it. And this is the iconic scene of the 4 spelunkers playing the string instruments. As soon as you search this up on Google, this is the first picture that shows up on there. The next scene is some country playing spelunkers with some backup dancers. And the next scene is the storm. In this scene, there's thunder and lightning flashes all around the area, and they use this trick with different LED lights stringed across the room. Then, after seeing a spelunker in a sailboat in a cave, because that makes sense, and you see a spelunker in a barrel, and after seeing a spelunker going down the snow slope with skis, then you come into the political part of the ride, which is like, the finale of the ride. And then you see different spelunkers of different races shake hands, hug each other, and kiss. And yeah, that's pretty much the ride. So for me, this ride's pretty nice. I actually like the creativity that they have compared to other rides until later on when something happens. So skip a few years, and Six Flags seeks the rights of Warner Brothers. And they agree, and they get the rights of DC, and of course, Looney Tunes. So, to make this profitable, they completely destroy the Spelunkers Cave, their original piece of art, and convert it to a Looney Tunes themed ride.
What?
So the ride is completely redone by Sally Corporation Dark Rides, the people responsible for the awesome dark rides, and is rethemed to Looney Tunes with the story of Bugs Bunny as Texas Ranger trying to stop Yosemite Sam, who stole a lot of money, along with Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, Wile E. Coyote fighting Roadrunner like usual out of nowhere, Tweety and Sylvester showing up out of nowhere, and in the end, Bugs Bunny catches him with a shootout, and he's in jail, and that's the end of the ride. And this ride's pretty nice. I like how it's family themed, and sometimes you get sprayed with water unexpectedly, because you're supposed to get wet a little bit when it's summer. And, it's pretty nice, and when those people who don't have strong stomachs, you can ride this ride before you go to an extreme ride. But I have a strong stomach, so I'm good. And the ride was generally good. But then 2019 happens, and the ride was changed forever. Then, on the night of September 21st, a thunderstorm hit Texas, and a flash flood occurred in Six Flags. The water touched the areas of Boomtown and Tower section, and the place it hit the most was the Yosemite Sam Gold River Adventure. The water fried the mechanics of the ride along with the animatronics, so Six Flags tried to seek a way to fix it, but it was too expensive since the ride is extremely old, so Six Flags ended up closing the ride indefinitely. Then, in 2019, the sign of the ride got taken out and the whole queue line was covered up with walls. Now no one can see the inside or outside of the ride at all. It was covered up with ads and no one can even recognize the ride at all. In result, the original Spelunkers Cave ride and the new variation of Yosemite Sam is now gone forever, and possibly no one will ever get to ride it. It's up to time to see what will come next, but this ride will always be remembered in one place, the JB Archives.